Welcome to the second Raisina Roundtables Tokyo. My name is Dhruva Jayashankar, Executive Director of ORF America in Washington, D.C. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the organizers, the Observer Research Foundation, or ORF in India, the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, or JBIC, and Keizai Doyukai, the Japan Association of Corporate Executives. We're also grateful to the Ministry of External Affairs of India and our many sponsors for their continuing cooperation and support. We hope that this discussion over the next 2 days will be an avenue for not just cooperation between India and Japan, two anchors in the Indo-Pacific, but also an opportunity to develop themes and on cooperation in the broader Indo-Pacific region, including the Quad, and we'll hear from ambassadors shortly, on issues such as food security and many other topics. We begin this evening's program by hearing from our organizers, and first and foremost, I would like to invite to the stage Tadashi Maeda-san. Maeda-san, as many of you may know, is chairman of the board of the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, and in many ways, this initiative has been his brainchild and a product of his efforts. So without further ado, Maeda-san.
Thank you. I'm Tadashi Maeda, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Japan Bank for International Cooperation, or JBIC. I'm co-hosting this second Raisina Tokyo today. Is my great honor to be a co-host together with my friend Takkesh Ninaman, who's a president of Keizai Doyukai, or Japan Association for Corporate Executive, and my good friend, Dr. Samir Saran, our president of Observer Research Foundation of ORF. So this is the second time. Actually, we did last year as the first time of a Raisina event here in Tokyo. You remember that in 2007, former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe made a very historic address at the Indian Parliament. Title is Conference of the Two Seas. This is the starting of the initiative of a free and open Indo-Pacific, or FOIP. Now, a FOIP is a great agenda for many countries and the like-minded countries in the region. And now we share the common value and democracy, and also that the prosperity and stability of the region. Now we face very serious the conflict and controversial situation right now, not just only security or narrowly defined security issue, or economic security, food security, and the ocean health, carbon neutrality, and many, many issues now faced. We need the cooperation or solidarities among the like-minded countries. So this is my great honor, ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, and distinguished guests. Actually, we now invited the former Prime Minister, former ministers, also that incumbent secretary, and also that member of the Parliament of India. Delegation, we now receive that member of delegation of Indian Parliament, which is my great honor as well. Personally, I attended Raisina Dialogue already 4 times since 2022. And I attended many times the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, which is a more narrowly defined the event of a gathering of national security. But now, in terms of the agenda of Raisina Dialogue, is a broader than Shangri-La Dialogue in some sense. It includes economic statecraft and many agenda, which is very important issue like critical mineral supply chain, AI and data center and investment, how to make some connectivity and among those countries and nations. And now this year's Raisina Tokyo focus on the cooperation among that member of Quad. So this is a cornerstone of the stability and the prosperity of the region. We will discuss that many issues, including obviously economic statecraft in the Pacific, deep tech, and a supply chain issue of the critical minerals, and also the carbon neutrality, waste management, waste to wealth, and other deep tech innovation of many issues. And we gather that from politics and business leaders and the experts from academia. So this is a very rich agenda we are now preparing for today and tomorrow. And we are very honored of the presence of a former Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Yoshihide Suga, who is also the chairman of the Japan-India Association. I accompanied him in 2023, his trip to India. And this year, I had a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi twice in March. So this is a very great honor. And we don't just only that's member of the Global Advisory Board of ORF and Raisina. I am the chairman of committee in Global South on India at the Keizai Doyukai. My dear friend, Mr. Takkesh Ninaman, president of Keizai Doyukai, took this delegation to India. So I visited Delhi and Mumbai twice in March. So this is how I demonstrate that my strong commitment to the Japan-India relations. Now also we invited ambassadors of the Quad members, Ambassador Steve George of Indian Ambassador of Japan, Ambassador Justin Hairhurst, Ambassador of Australia to Japan, and Joe Young, the acting DCM of the United States. So I'm very much honored to receive all of you. So please enjoy the discussion, and this is probably we bridge it to the years to come to foster our close relationship and strong partnership. Thank you so much.
May I now invite to the stage Takeshi Niinami-san. Niinami-san is chairperson of Keizai Doyukai, the Japan Association of Corporate Executives, and chairman and CEO of Suntory Holdings Limited, Japan. Thank you.
Good evening, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tak Niinami, chairman of Keizai Doyukai, Japan Association of Corporate Executives. Thank you, Maeda-san, for kind introduction. Because of your leadership, Suntory decided to invest to Quad countries. You know, Australia, already United States, and India too. Thank you for your strong pathway for us to make a decision. And you are amazing to lead us private sector of Japan and more investment to India, I'm sure. I talked about Raisina Tokyo last year. And to be honest, I felt a little bit dubious that I would be able to co-host with you in the following year, but this happened. As a matter of fact, 3 times. You know, as many as participants. Usually second year, at most twice, but 3 times. Amazing, amazing. I didn't know that until I arrived here. So congratulations, Maeda-san, Samir, and everybody here. as Maeda-san mentioned about our passion of Japan for India and the Quad, definitely that is the passion, demonstration, commitment of Japan's business. I think I should explain what happened at the time of delegation, which was dispatched to India. As a matter of fact, I followed Maeda-san last month, and I went to India twice. And you went to, 1 month before twice. So which means most, I think, enlightened business leaders in Japan are visiting India. If not, please visit India. If you want to be recognized business leaders in this country. So now, Keizai Doyukai went to India. First, Mumbai. We had great meetings with the distinguished business leaders, including Mukesh Ambani, Reliance, TSC, and other companies, and learned a lot. And the message was, Japan must be there. Early is, I think we should enjoy the first mover's advantage in the manufacturing sector. And we visited New Delhi as well. And the key thing we found is, we found Japan there, which means multi-Suzuki. We visited their factory. Amazing, amazing. I didn't know they have 42% market share of India. They are fighting. And I think they are expanding their footprint, not only India, but also African countries from India. I thought that that's a make in India, which is cited repeatedly by Prime Minister Modi. And that's what we want to pursue. India is not only the market that we pursue to create a footprint, but also we like to make it a hub to produce goods in India and export to other countries. So we learned a lot, and kindly Prime Minister Modi gave us as long as 1 hour. He talked about the early days when he was a governor of Gujarat. And he invited one automobile company. He didn't mention the name. I noticed that. But what he talked about it, Japanese love to play golf. So that's why he set up a golf course for Japanese employees to show welcome to India. And he talked about his early days and his commitment to bring Japanese investment furthermore into India. So I thought as a chairperson of Keizai Doyukai, I need to respond. So that's why we Suntory decided to go for it, and hope the Hibiki Yamazaki will be more popular. But we decided to produce Indian whiskey and Indian soft drink, because a local production is now needed for India, right? So we are very much committed to doing that. And moreover, I believe that not only visiting multi-Suzuki, not only the Suntory's investment to India, we need second multi-Suzuki. We need a third multi-Suzuki in India. That's what we have to do. And out of the companies of Keizai Doyukai, definitely second, third, fourth multi-Suzuki. And there is a textbook. Train and work with the Indian workers. They are very talented. So I think Keizai Doyukai has decided to go visit again and again India to promote investment from Japan to India. Not only with that, I think we have the large and medium-sized technology companies. And we have to bridge between Japanese manufacturers to India to transfer technologies and increase investment of the production in India. I think that is a big contribution from Japan to India, because there is a compelling fact that now is the time for us to work with India, between Japan and India, and again, Quad countries. I think strongly hope this second Raisina Tokyo will not only deepen Japan-India relations, but also why we are here and what is next. Unlike last year, what we are going to do with the Quad countries as well as India. And Japanese members, please commit yourself to being in India, and at least please visit twice a month to India. And today, I think my colleagues brought Suntory Whiskey, and please enjoy. And because of lack of supply of Hibiki Yamazaki, oops, I didn't bring Hibiki Yamazaki bottles. I'm so sorry, but there is a Suntory Whiskey. And let's enjoy the Raisina Tokyo. And we will have the candid discussions from today and tomorrow. Thank you very much.
I'd like to next invite to the stage Dr. Samir Saran, President of the Observer Research Foundation, ORF, author of many books, including a new book, Geotechnography, Mapping Power and Identity in the Digital Age. Without further ado, Samir.
Thank you, Dhruva. Let me first thank Niinami-san and Maeda-san for giving Raisina a home in Tokyo, in Japan. As I was mentioning to our Foreign Secretary earlier this evening, that all other Raisina dialogues are normally titled by the region or by the wider geography that we are seeking to serve through these conversations. And it is only Raisina Tokyo that has the city in its name, and that it's the special significance of Japan and Tokyo in our appreciation of the partnership. I want to just raise 3 points. One, of course, some acknowledgements and thank yous. Second, some opportunities. And third, which I will begin with, is the period that we are currently experiencing today. Lots of changes since we met last time. Of course, we now have 230 odd participants at this dialogue. So I think Raisina Tokyo is growing. Thank you all for joining us. And I welcome you all from, I think, the 13 countries you are here from. And I hope this conference will bring all of us together into a community of purpose that looks at opportunities and rejects actions and characters and actors that seek to disrupt the global order. We have a delegation with us, a parliamentary delegation from India. Let me first acknowledge them. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we wish you all the best in your journey through this particular region. Please do meet them. Take this opportunity to speak to them. India has experienced a horrific terrorist attack, and there were responses thereafter which had to follow. And if some of you have questions and would like to engage, this is a good evening to meet them as well. They are sitting in the center table, and they are available if in case they have the stamina after a long day to engage with all of you. But a lot has changed. I think the big change that has happened, of course, is that the politics of the world has changed, manifested in a number of elections, but also in a number of decisions and policy formulations around the world that makes some of the assumptions of globalization, some of the assumptions of interconnectedness, some of the assumptions of building communities of purpose more difficult or more complex today. In fact, it might be simple if we were to change our own set of prisms through which we view many of these developments. And if we were to embrace change and find that straight line that connects many of these disparate dots, we might still put together a cohesive future that could serve people, that could serve the broader global community, and that could serve the purpose of an interconnected world. Raisina Tokyo seeks to exactly do that. We seek to engage with the political and security conversations that we must have at this time. We want to discuss the big planetary challenge, the climate and energy nexus that we have to resolve if we have to make peace with this planet. We are going to be discussing, obviously, the deep tech collaborations that were spoken about, something that many in this room in a way incubated during their times in office. And I can see the Deputy NSA from the US here, and of course our Foreign Secretary, who was also part of these conversations. Food and water security, extremely important, sometimes neglected, are going to become one of the principal drivers of politics of tomorrow, and we want to be engaging on that today. We want to build the coalitions and the partnerships and public policy that will address the questions of food security, nutrition security, and many other important human imperatives. We are going to be introducing the circular economy conversation this year at the Raisina Tokyo, and we hope, as Yamamoto-san mentions to me, the waste to wealth paradigm becomes something that can transform economies in the future. But most importantly, we are also introducing a conversation on the subnational drivers of our politics and policies. And we are introducing a section where we want to go below the level of the state and look at some of the provinces and regions in our respective countries and see what is transpiring there and how is that going to implicate foreign policy, national policy, and security policy. I want to thank, at this stage, three sets of people. The first, of course, the Ministry of External Affairs. They are, in many ways, the co-owners and the joint venture partners, the public-private partnership that is the Raisina Dialogue today. Ambassador Vikram Misri, thank you so much for coming down. I know it's a very busy time for you, and for you being able to come and do this for us. It shows the importance of building a platform where India can communicate to the world its own aspirations and its own directions, but also hear from the world on their expectations and their investments. So thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Let me also acknowledge the video message we will receive from the Foreign Minister of Japan, and it will be played in a bit, but we thank him for doing that at this time. I want to acknowledge Takeshi for his video message. I also want to thank Masaki Ogisho, the State Minister for Economy, who is going to speak to us later this evening, and of course, the three ambassadors, Ambassador C.B. George, Ambassador Justin Hayes, who I know for a long time now from his days in Australia, and of course, Joseph Young, the acting DCM of the US Embassy. But most of all, I want to thank all of you for giving 2 days of your life to us, for joining the Raisina community, for those who are coming the first time, and for those who are returning, keep coming back. I won't ask you to come twice to the same conference each year, but certainly your being part of Raisina is a story of a world that is determined to hold the center, that is determined to treasure collaboration, that is determined to invest in joint prosperity for all. We want a green planet, we want a technology that empowers, and we want a security and defense architecture that maintains stability. So thank you very much for coming here, and thank you to the co-hosts for making Raisina feel at home in Tokyo. Thank you so much.